Yo, what's up guys and welcome into a brand new Phasmophobia shop update. They completely reworked the shop in Phasmophobia, and in this video I'm gonna show you everything you need to know about it. Please remember this update is not out yet by the time this video releases. You will get it a day later on February 22nd. But let's not waste any more time and let's see how they made this UI easier. If you remember the previous shop, they tried to cramp everything into one screen. So the shop, the equipment manager and the loadout screen was all in one screen, which was extremely confusing for a lot of people. They changed this now in this update, and now we have actually 3 different screens for that. The one thing you need to understand about this is that you have a shop and a storage of the player. So in the shop you buy equipment, and in the storage you're holding them. So if you want to buy 69 flashlights, you can totally do that. You can see how many items you have in the storage on all of these 3 screens. On the shop menu you can see it over here. I have 1 dots projector and 3 flashlights. You can also see it on the right side where there's always a description of the item you selected. So the shop is now relatively simple. You select an item you want to buy and then you click buy on the bottom right. So as you can see, it increased the flashlights to 4, which basically means we have now 4 of those in the storage. Now keep in mind, the storage does not mean that it is in the truck afterwards, because these are basically 2 separate things. And that is where the equipment manager comes into play, but I will go over that later. First we want to fully look at the shop manager. Let's quickly have a look at the right side here where there's a description of the item you've selected. We can see the price, the amount of items we have in storage, and we also have some properties to it. If you have a yellow icon, that means it is a positive property. And if it's a dark icon, that means it's a negative one. So if you look at this flashlight, it has low intensity, it has a narrow spotlight, and it is electronic. With electronic, it means that the ghost can sense this item during a hunt. So you have to turn it off to not get spotted. Now if you have a look at the left side here, we have all the tiers lined up here. And we can also easily see at which level these tiers are gonna unlock. So for the flashlight, I need to reach level 19 to unlock this. And don't you worry about the tier 1 flashlights that you bought. If you switch to tier 2, it will magically switch the storage items to tier 2 as well. So you're basically not buying a tiered flashlight for the storage, you're basically just buying a flashlight and you decide later if you want to switch the tiers. Now let's see what the equipment manager does. As I said before, buying stuff does not mean it lands in the truck. This is where the equipment manager comes into play. So for each contract you need to go into the equipment manager and add items there so you can play with them. The layout is pretty much the same as with the shop, which makes it easier to understand. By default, the base items are already being added to the truck. If I go back to the other menu, you can see that the items have already been added. These are the base items you always get for free. And the icon here, by the way, indicates the tier of the item. So let's say I wanted to add another flashlight. All I have to do is to click this plus button here and it's added to the truck. And if you go back to this menu, you can see that the item has been added. The color that you're seeing here is, by the way, player based. You can customize this in the settings. So you will be able to exactly see who has added what. So if I also want to add some optional equipment, I just do the same thing over here and it will be added to the truck as well. Now you're probably saying this is a lot of work to do every time I want to play a game. And you're totally right with that, and that's why there's quick loadouts for that. Quick loadouts also existed before, but they were hard to grasp. Now they made quick loadouts their own screen and they made it a lot easier as well. And I think the main thing that makes this easier now is that you can give the loadout a name. And to do that, you just click this edit icon here and you just type in what you want to name it, my loadout for example, and you click the icon again and there we go, we have my loadout now. Just to quickly explain, what is a quick loadout doing? You're basically defining how many items will be added each time you want to play the game. And let's say you die in the game and you come back to the menu screen. The loadout will automatically rebuy all the items that have been lost. And it will also automatically add them to the truck. So you don't even have to go into the screen anymore, you can just select a new map and go again. The amount of loadouts you have depends on your prestige level, by the way. I'm currently prestige level 3, so I have 5 loadouts. So I could technically make a loadout with only tier 1 items, only tier 2 items, or only tier 3 items, whatever I like. And with loadouts you can also save a lot of money because you don't always need like 4 cameras to bring into one round. Usually you only need 1 and that's it. So let's see how we can customize our loadout. Let me click on the second one and let's name this team loadout, right? As you can see here, we have all the equipment in one list. The tiers are also nicely laid out with icons over here. So if I want to go with a team, I want to have all items in. That means I'm pressing the plus button on every icon here to get the max amount of items I want. Now this is basically what is all saved in the loadout. If you don't want to click this manually, by the way, you could also just do this over here. There's an all section down here, and if you just press this plus button, it's gonna add all of the items at least once. So if you press this a few times, it's gonna fill up the whole list at once. You can do the same thing with the tiers down here. I don't have any other tiers unlocked because I just recently prestige, but you could do the same thing with all the items as well. Now this loadout is automatically saved already. On the right side here, you can actually see how many items have been added to the truck. And as you can see, only the base items have been added to the truck yet. And the reason why that is because I haven't enabled this loadout yet. For that, I actually need to click the enable loadout button down here. So if I click it, I'm also getting asked if I really want to enable it. It will also list the restock cost for all the consumables that I've added. So let's enable this and see what happens. As you can see here on the truck, all the items that I added to this loadout list have been added to the truck as well. And if I go back to this UI, you can also see that all the items are in there now. So even if I play the game and die and come back to this screen here, it will rebuy all the items of the loadout. And you can also see how much that will cost me over here. So it will cost me a whopping $2,130 to rebuy all of the items if I die. So I hope this was clear for you on how the new shop works. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments down below. Also let me know if you love this new shop layout. I would love to give the devs some feedback. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Oh, all these patrons. Thank you so much guys for your support. Mwah. Big schmouts.